It's Bella. How are you? I'm glad you tuned in to my blog. I'm hoping you're having a good day. I'm sorry that I'm making a video on Father's Day, but I just thought I had some time and I thought I'd kick a couple out. So anyways, I wanted to talk about narcissists. That seems like a really good topic. The other day I read online this saying, and I really liked it a lot because it totally described a narcissist for me. It said, narcissists have everything backwards. When they call you psycho, they're not labeling you, they're confessing. Man, that is so on the nose. So anyways, let me tell you. Let me give you a background. I dated a narcissist and we were together for a couple years. Oh my God, I had no clue what a narcissist, okay, and I actually found out afterwards I broke up. And I guess I did all the things you're not supposed to do to a narcissist, and it was trial and error. I didn't know. I mean, and I was trying to figure out, this guy's driving me nuts. These guys, or women, because it could be male or female, they try to make you go nuts, literally. I am so serious about that. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, but if you exhibit, I'm going to give you some red flags. Red flag number 1. Let me shut these out so I can. Let me see. They're horrible at holidays. That's a given. They don't remember your birthday. They won't remember Christmas, because to them, holidays don't exist. It's not that they're being cheap or any of that. It's just they're very self-centered people, very selfish. They could be, and then when they're adults, they're either a man-child or a woman-child. It's like dealing with kids. I swear, literally, it is. They have tantrums like you can't believe. If they don't get their way, everything is always about them. They're very self-centered. And they do a lot of things. Like, one thing I noticed my guy did was gaslighting. I don't know if you ever even heard of that. But what they do is, like, let me give you an example. They'll be all like asking. They'll be asking about, hey hun, because like you'll be looking for, let's say you're looking for your car keys, right? And this is what gaslighting is. So I'm giving you a definition by this example. So, and you're all like going nuts, tearing everything apart, looking, but they really have the keys because you put it where you usually normally put your keys. And then they come off like they're the hero. Oh, babe, I found your keys. See, but they really took the keys. They just want to come off like they're the hero of the day. Slick. But anyhow, so it's like you think, so where you thought you put your keys, you didn't, but it really was there. They just, put things and make it seem like they're the hero. Narcissists, gosh, you guys, I feel so sorry if somebody out there is watching this and they're with a narcissist. Oh my God. You don't even know what you're going to be in for. Oh. Save yourself the aggravation, the hurt. Get rid of them. Okay? If they're not buying you presents or not remembering you on Christmas, then there's something wrong with them. I mean, I'm not trying to be materialistic, but they could have got you a card. You know what I mean? If they were too broke, or walk down the street and pick some flowers out of a field. You get my drift? The other thing is, they put you down. And in the beginning, when you're first dating, things are so wonderful. La 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 la. Oh, I love you. You're the best. But you know what? They love themselves more. They're like really shallow people. My guy liked to check out other women and cheat on me, because they're usually, I'm going to tell you, narcissists usually are cheaters. They will cheat on you because they're trying to get their narcissistic supply, okay? So you'll be waiting at home, and then they'll be saying they're working late. Maybe once or twice, but Be leery, guys. If they're working late all the time, they're probably dating somebody or seeing somebody on the side. Even though they're your girlfriend or boyfriend or married, you're engaged or whatever. You know what I mean? But anyhow, my guy was an alcoholic. Big time alcoholic. I've never dated anybody who was an alcoholic before. But then you throw in narcissists on top of the alcoholism, and oh my God, you got like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I kid you not, they're just, it's like the double whammy. And, oh my goodness, just talking about this dreads up bad memories for me. Probably the worst relationship I ever had in my whole entire life. I never knew that people could be so evil. It's like what they try to do is get you pissed off, start arguments on purpose, and for some reason they're sucking up that energy from you, from the anger that they cause and hurt that they cause you. They're like soul vampires, basically. And they'll like try to start fights just so they can leave. I am so serious. It gets worse. So they start making you feel like you're just a cheap hooker or something, because, you know, they'll like start showing up at your house at 10 or 11 o'clock. Because, I mean, I've been with this guy for 2 years, okay? And his dad was dying of cirrhosis of the liver because he was also an alcoholic. His brother's an alcoholic. He's an alcoholic. I mean, it just seemed like their whole family was like cursed with alcoholism. But I can see where he got it. His dad. So, I mean, look in their background, because their background's going to be a hidden clue for who they are. And the other thing is, they're usually really rebellious people, and check in the background again, because usually they got a record. They have some type of police record. Check what they have. It's either domestic violence, some kind of... that'll clue you in. Okay, so like, I know this is really shitty to ask them, you know, when you're dating somebody, but you know what, this is really important stuff, because I wish I knew, because I got beat up by this guy. He's a major abusive person. I wish I was on top of my game, and I would have asked him all these really important questions like that, you know, like, hey, have you been in jail? Because if I would have asked that, then I would have known he was in jail for another domestic violence on another woman. And then I would have found out that 2 women had restraining orders prior to me. I don't know if I just... because they say that narcissists make up 1%. And I nailed that 1%. I had that 1%. Okay? They're just... And then, like, if you get smart enough and you break up and you just do a no contact, just complete cut off, put a wall up, change your phone number... move if you have to, because they are so vindictive. And oh my God, when they get up on the smear campaign, because that's what they'll do, and they do that during your relationship, and you won't know it because they do it behind your back, but they'll be telling their family members bullshit about you. And then when you break up, because I broke up with my guy, because I think after the 10th time he abused me, like, I kept thinking, oh my God, this guy, okay, I'm just going to hang in there. I'm going to hang in there. He can change. He can change. You know, because he got really abusive after his father died. His father died. I used to take care of his dad and helped him with their household. I helped support everybody. And it was like right after that, he started, like, it was like it got increasingly worse. I mean, it was already bad, but then that's when the abuse kicked in. See, before that, it was just the alcoholism and the narcissism. But then once the dad died, it was narcissism, alcoholism, and then you had the abuser. And oh my God, it was just the worst thing I've ever gone through in my entire life. I will never date anybody like that ever again. It was a good lesson, and that's how I'm going to take it, as a lesson. But I'm going to tell you, after so many times, I guess this last time when, you know, I broke up with them, it was like, it was a couple years ago. I broke up right before Christmas because something told me in my heart that he was cheating on me. And that is like a big red flag, you guys. When you think something's going on and you feel it right here in your heart, in your pit or your gut, follow up on that instinct, because usually when you got a gut instinct, and I wish I would have like listened to myself, but I kept hearing it. It's like Jesus talking to me going, Anita, this guy is not the right guy for you. Anita, this guy is not right for you. He wasn't. I broke up with him, and I knew he was cheating on me. I just knew, because when we were having sex, for heaven's sakes, he was doing things that he never done to me before. That's what gave it, for me, it was a big red flag too. So right after that, that was it, was done. Wanted to marry this guy and everything, but I really did love him. I miss him, but I don't miss the abuse. I don't miss the alcoholism. I don't miss the argument, the combativeness, the tantrums. I don't miss them. They expect you to support them. They're lazy. Now, don't get me wrong. Not all narcissists are like this, okay? But majority of them are. These are just like the classic narcissist characters, okay? The characteristics of narcissists. The biggie is they have no empathy for you at all. They don't have your back. They're not loyal at all, you guys. They will not stand up for you. They will say they did, but they don't. They don't. No. Anyways, what happened was I broke up with them. It was right before Christmas. I know that's worse when you break up with somebody right before Christmas. It's like my second relationship where I broke up. Both of them cheated on me. I think both of them are narcissists. I don't know why I'm attracting narcissists. But, and I never even knew about narcissists. Now I know what to look for. So that's why I'm on this video. So that way nobody ever goes through what I ever did. This guy pretty much hurt me. They brainwash you. They put you down where you think it's your fault all the time. The classic sign is if you're walking around and you got to act like you're on eggshells all the time, something is wrong. Okay? Something is wrong. You should never feel like that in a healthy relationship. Never. I always had good relationships with these last two relationships. Narcissists. I mean, that's what it calls out. But this last guy, for sure, narcissist. The other guy had some narcissist tendency, but this guy, for sure. You know, I looked in his past. You know, he's got 2 kids. He doesn't pay no child support. He's got a restraining order, so he can't even see the kids. I mean, he's not even a good father. He doesn't know how to act towards women. He abuses women. And it's like, they try to play it off like you're crazy, you're psycho. That's the, I mean, they're so predictable. I mean, that, creative narcissists, no, they're not very creative, because all their standard questions or statements are all pretty uncreative and pretty standard. Like, you're crazy. You need to take one of your bipolar pills. Or you need help. You need to go to a psychologist. They try to make it seem like you're crazy. And then usually it's right when you're having an argument, like you found out they were cheating, or you got some kind of issues and you're confronting them because the dig's up, and you just busted the narcissist. And usually the narcissist will make it seem like you're the bad guy, but you're not the bad guy. You know that you're crazy. You're not crazy. He is. Okay? She is. That's basically all I can say about that one. There's nothing wrong with you. You didn't do anything wrong. You just met up with the wrong person. And you don't want to be with those type of people. It don't work. Okay? They just don't have any feelings. It's like something got twisted. A wire got twisted. So they don't know how to love back. They don't know how to act. And what they do, it's like a little baby. This is a perfect example, okay? So it's like a little kid, let's say a 2 or 3 year old. You're in the store. Mommy, I want that. Get me that. You're at a toy store, right? And you're all, no, you can't have that. But they just have this big freaking tantrum in the store, right? Yelling their bloody guts out. And you're so mad, you know, but you want them to stop because, you know, you're getting embarrassed, so you just buy them just to get them out of your hair. Well, that's a narcissist right there. That's a narcissist. That's pretty much how they act, like a 3-year-old. They can't get their way. They'll cry, have tantrums until you give in. Well, my guy kidnapped me after I broke up in December. He came over to my house January 1st. You know, wanted to talk to me. So I says, well, I'm not going nowhere. If you want to talk to me, you're not allowed in my house. You can talk to me out here in the car. So I sat down in the car talking to him, and then he took off. Next thing I know, the guy's hitting me, taking me on this wild ride in the car, going 1,000,000 miles an hour. I see a fifth of Jack Daniels in the front seat that's empty. It smells like alcohol in there. He's just telling me to shut up or he's going to backhand me, telling me how stupid I was, that he had to accept me for, you know, I had to accept him for who he is because he wasn't going to change. That was it. If I didn't like it, to get out of the relationship. So I said I did. I got out of the relationship. You know, that's a slap. Abandonment to a narcissist is a slap in the face. Because they want to be the one to do it. I'll tell you, they're so shallow and full of themselves. That's how it is. So, if you get involved with a narcissist, get out. This guy burned my face. It took 4 times to get out of the car. Every time I get to a stop sign, I'd run, but he would pull over and then run through these fields chasing after me, then lift me up, carry me, screaming. People were driving by. I was yelling for help, screaming for help. Nobody helped me. No one called the police. I'm sitting here and my phone broke in the car, so I couldn't call the police. And I managed to get the phone together without him noticing, and then I had it on 911. And but it was like the 4th time I managed to coax him into my area, because he drove out of my area, got him in my area. When I saw I could, again, on the 4th try, I escaped. I guess some guy saw me, one of my neighbors, and hid me, and then they called the police. He got arrested, went to jail. 3 months later, he's out of jail. They get domestic violence as a misdemeanor. I had a protective order in place at the time. They just slapped his hand. You know, narcissists, rules, laws, they don't apply to them, man. So full of themselves and they're so uppity. No laws ever apply to them, and they're just total rebels. The guy comes out of jail April, like, you know, next thing you know, I'm dating somebody else, and while we were driving one night in my area, he sent himself, his new girl he's dating, and 7 Aryan brothers block me in and they try to get me out of my car. I thought me and my boyfriend, he's my current boyfriend now, I thought this guy was going to kill me. And I've been dealing with him harassing me ever since. So that's where I'm getting with this, you guys. Narcissists, you need to do a no contact. Don't call them. Get rid of their emails. Get rid of their phones. Don't have no contact. If you're in the same town like me, I'm stuck here in the same town. It's only like 5 or 10 miles apart. I have to run into him, but he always harasses me. Constantly harassing me. You know? Every time I go somewhere, he's, you know, on a smear campaign, you know, because they like to smear your good name. And so he told all his family how I was crazy. I was the bitch. So every time I go somewhere, one of his family members are trying to get in a fist fight with me. It's just horrible. So it's like, then I got to deal with his friends doing the same thing. And then they're all trying to isolate me, so I have no friends. I mean, they badmouth you. So if you're dealing with all that, just don't even give in. I wish I had the money. I'd move the hell out of here, but right now I can't. Oh my gosh. Get out of that relationship. It's just like the most unhealthiest relationship. And if you believe in soul vampires, narcissists are the classic soul vampire. They will suck you dry until you have nothing to give. They will cheat on you. They will lie. They are the biggest liar. You throw an alcoholic in that mix, because alcoholics are known for lying all the time. You're done. Get rid of them. Get rid of her. You don't want to be unhappy. Don't matter if you love them or not. They'll never love you. Everything about them is a lie. Alright? They tell you, you're my soulmate. You're the woman I want to live with for the rest of my life. Wah, 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 wah. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. That's all it is just a lie. So, I hope this video helps. But if you're running into that, and oh my god, there's so many narcissist young guys out there, and women, 'cause that's the way it seems like parents are raising their kids with narcissist tendencies. Get out. Jesus has something better for you. There's somebody better there for you. You sit there and waste yourself on a bum that doesn't deserve you because you're too good for that. You're just wasting your time with somebody who's looking for you, for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Don't waste your time on them. They're not worth it. You can't save them. They don't want to be saved. You can lead them to water, but you can't force them to drink. So get rid of the bum. Okay? Peace. And God bless you, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it truly helps you. I wish I knew all this stuff. But now I know better. I'm going to move on. And I love my life now. It's just so much better. Alright. Bye.